Just a reminder, Scott Pruitt's co-chair for his reelection as Attorney General where was it, from Oklahoma. His co-chair is the CEO of a major fracking company. He was caught signing off on letters that were actually written. He would just change the what do you call it, the masthead on the stationery of oil and gas lobbyists. The guy was suing the EPA, not as we will see suits going forward where the EPA is not meeting its statutory obligations, but suing the EPA for doing its job. He's now the head of the EPA, and here he is answering some questions about climate change.
Question: what do we do about it? Does it pose an existential threat, as some say? You know, people have called me a climate skeptic or a climate denier. I don't know what it means to deny the climate. I would say that there are climate exaggerators. In fact, many of you...
Now, pause it. Hold on for 1 second. See, now this is the disingenuous. Like I don't know what it means to be a climate denier. I believe there's a climate. And then he turns around, he's such an idiot, and says, I call them climate exaggerators. Well, I mean, you just basically made the joke that they should be saying climate change denier. And yet you still use their same framework. I know that's a little petty thing, but it just shows like how much of an a-hole these people are. Go ahead.
But exaggerators. In fact, many of you, I don't know if you saw this article or not, but The Climate of Complete Certainty by Bret Stephens that was in the New York Times talked about, and I'll just read a quote because I think it's a very important quote from this article. Anyone who's read the 2014 report of the IPCC knows that while modest 0.85 degrees Celsius warming of the Earth has occurred since 1880, much else that passes as accepted fact is really a matter of probabilities. That's especially true of the sophisticated but fallible models and simulations by which scientists attempt to peer into the climate future. To say this isn't to deny science isn't to acknowledge it honestly.
Yes, it's all probabilities. It's all probabilities. I mean, the probability of me dropping this pen and it hitting my desk is not 100%. I will prove it to you. Gravity is working in this office, but I'm going to tell you right now, it's not 100%. Oh my God. I mean, this is such a sleight of hand. We know with a 95% or so certainty, certain facts as to the heating up of the planet, broadly speaking, or our climate, and that it is a function of man's activities in burning, among other things, in burning fossil fuels. We know this. And yes, the rest are probabilities. We will have changes in climate that will create droughts. Do we know exactly where it will be? Well, we have a decent idea, but we don't know for sure. Sea levels will probably rise to the point where we will probably lose large swaths of our coastline. The worst of it may not even be in this country. Well, it probably won't be in this country. The worst of it is going to be in other places around the world, but it's going to destabilize everything. We also don't know that terrorists are going to try and commit a terrorist attack in this country. It's the probability that they will is why we secure against it.
Just like you guys embraced Dick Cheney's 1% doctrine, which meant that even if there was a 1% chance of a terrorist attack, we should basically destroy international law and invade everybody imaginable. We're recommending a 99.9% likelihood prevent.
Hey, Sam Seder here. Folks, you probably heard about the whole YouTube advertiser apocalypse. Well, we're suffering from it too. We need your help. If you want to keep this show alive, you want us to be able to still put out clips on a regular basis, head over to our Patreon page. Here's the link right here or down below there. And just give us a couple bucks a month and support this program. Really appreciate it.